Hi, welcome back to Music Theory Logic. My name's Andrew, and today I thought it'd be fun to tell you about how I wish I knew that online music lessons were awesome. Like many of you out there, at the beginning of 2020, life seemed pretty normal, and a couple months later, the world changed worldwide, and us out here in California, we and many pretty much everywhere on the planet, we stayed in, we locked down, we started working remotely, working online, all of those things to stop the spread of COVID and get back to life. And for me personally, as a music producer, educator, uh, music entrepreneur, whatever you want to call me, before COVID shut down, I was teaching some classes at a recording studio. I was going to my clients' homes and their home studios to work on music. I was writing music for television and as my artist alias, but very much in like the normal the old world, if you will. I didn't know it was possible to teach music lessons online. It really had never even occurred to me. So about like 6 weeks into being locked down, when we realized this wasn't just getting right past us, I, again, like many of you, realized I had to do something. So I contacted all of my clients and I started doing online sessions. And to a good surprise, I actually found this to be sort of like revolutionary of my whole business. Now, I'm going to say analog music lessons are also awesome. There are many benefits to in-person instruction. The pedagogy or the way that we've taught music is very similar or has been developed over a long period of time. So when I'm physically with a student teaching, let's say piano, the things that we do and the way lessons go is and was very similar for many hundreds of years, if you will. Now, as we come into the 20th and then the 21st century, I think all instruction has been a little bit gentler or more fun. So we cover a lot more popular music with our students, or us normal old school analog music teachers cover a lot more popular modern stuff with our students than, let's say, my dad's piano teacher did with him, which was actually my great grandmother. My dad's grandmother taught him piano. So the thing that I've found so amazing about online lessons is it's really just something new. So I'm just going to tell you some of the things I've come to really like about it and what I find so exciting about this area of my work and just education and all of those things. So online lessons don't allow us to cover the same exact things that we would cover in a typical lesson. However, it allows us to cover a lot more, and it allows us to present the same materials in different ways. Let me explain what I mean. So when I do an online session or an online lesson with someone, I am on a computer, obviously. And on a computer, I have my full recording software. I have all sorts of virtual instruments. I have access to the internet. That's how I'm doing a session with someone online. And so on the internet, I've been able to find lots of cool music education games. And so basically, just imagine this: if you're studying guitar, or you're taking music like keyboard, piano lessons. And in addition to working through a textbook and learning sight reading, you also had the ability to make a piece of music with an instructor like myself. So all my students, when they're learning a scale, will attempt to write a melody. And my goal is to really show them that playing a scale isn't just because your teacher, tell you to play said scale, but it's really for you. And ultimately, I with my own playing was learned scales before I understood why I learned scales, and now in my playing, scales are one of the coolest thing there is, because scales help me to improvise, to learn people's music, dictate, learn music by ear, all of these things. So it's been super amazing teaching online, because I feel like I'm in a new field that it's really sort of exciting. Now, I don't think online music lessons necessarily will replace in-person instruction, but they're almost an entirely different kind of lesson. So I think that online lessons for many students out there, especially people who are under 20, 25 years old, uh, everyone in that description has had access or seen a lot more technology than I did growing up. And so I think that if you're, a 12-year-old and you've been playing Fortnite all the time, and you, watch YouTubers that are doing all sorts of crazy sound effects, and like everything is so fast that sitting next to another human being in front of this ancient thing called a piano might feel a lot more boring and less digestible given the way you experience the world. So I found that, like, for a lot of my students, I'm seeing a lot more progress with online lessons than I did in person. And I find that, like, really, 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 really surprising. So much so that I have basically, for a bunch of different reasons, but I'm now staying online, even though thankfully life is coming back to normal. So some of the reasons I'm staying online is that, again, my students and my clients are all progressing at as great of speed as I could possibly hope for. Two, being online allows me to offer them all sorts of things that I couldn't offer before, like the ease of scheduling, recording lessons. Some of my students will see me only when they have questions, once a month or every 6 weeks, or whenever, again, they have questions, and they can record their lessons. So it's really like contacting somebody who is going to give you, like, not just a lesson, but that you can watch and consume in the future as well. So again, this is just my personal experience, but I wish I knew online music lessons could be awesome. I think just like any lesson or most things in life, it's not just about the thing, but the person doing it. So I put a lot of effort into giving all my clients a really fun and immersive experience with learning music. And I think it'd be easy for somebody to not do that with an online lesson, but I feel that the same is true for in-person instructions, where I have seen it myself. I experienced it when I was learning music. I took lessons from teachers that, had they been my only exposure into music, I probably wouldn't be here in a studio filled with instruments. And you can probably tell, like, I really love music. And again, it really was about figuring that out on my own. And luckily, I did come to work with some teachers who really helped me and were great teachers. So anyway, again, let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you for checking out this video. If you found this helpful, you'd help me out by subscribing to the channel. Once again, this is Music Theory Logic. My name's Andrew, and I think online music lessons are pretty awesome. Let me know what you think, and I hope you have a great day. Be kind to your fellow human being, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.